Welcome back. Okay guys, let's tackle this. Today is about bringing awareness to your triggers, what to do once you have done that, how to heal them, how to deal with them. I am Lou, I'm a spiritual healing coach, and I got triggered 2 days ago because, as a little recap, Mercury goes retrograde on September 9, which means we will have 6 planets retrograde, which is a very rare event. It also means a lot of intense energy shifts and maybe emotions, things coming to test us. Mercury retrograde is usually a time where things from the past or people or situations come back in order to see if we've learned our lessons the first times. That's why there's all those memes around like, hey, did your ex come back into your life and leave it in there? Like that kind of stuff. This time the theme is the inner teenager. So any kind of wounds or attachment, things that hurt you as a teenager, anything that felt uncomfortable when you were a teenager, related to your caretakers or not, might come back in your life now for you to heal. All right, this is what happened to me. Thank God for my awareness. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what I do when I get triggered and quickly to what happened. 2 days ago, Jack gets home from work. He had been asked to stay late, so he's a little bit in the mood. We are also having his dad at the minute staying with us this week, so we're not alone. And I'm receiving a little message on WhatsApp, a voice message from a friend giving me a beautiful review on my self-discovery guide, which is available for free on my website that I worked on the other week. I'm really proud of the work that I did because it's just something from me to you. So she's giving me this beautiful review, and after I play the message, I run to Jack to play it for him because I'm really happy. And he's like, yeah, I actually just heard that. And then he goes in the shower. It's like, oh, and I feel a little ache, but like there was nothing bad in his voice at all. There was just me realizing something at that moment. Then later on, so I gave him space, and because I could tell he needed to just chill a little bit. I had a long day. So I give him space. I go study in my room, and then we have dinner, and I'm really excited. I have a new client on Sunday, and start talking, get distracted, forget my story, and we just move on or something. And then I go to bed, and I'm still feeling a little bit of an itch, and I wake up in the morning, I'm still feeling it, and I'm like, I wanted him to tell me that he's proud of me. This is not the first time, because Jack is not really content creation, Instagram, social media kind of person. So this is not a world that I share with him, although I am proud of some of the content that I create and things like that. And he supports me in his own way about a lot of the things I do, although he used to really hate social media. He understands what I do on it, if that makes sense. And this has been happening in my relationships, others than romantic, with Jack, with my friendships since I moved to Australia. But I didn't know, because this is my inner teenager that is looking for validation outside of herself. I want people to tell me that they're proud of me. They want to be recognized, but I can't give it to myself first. My friend just gave me a beautiful review that she downloaded and did my guide and was really proud of me. And I went to share that message with my partner. This is me as a teenager asking my dad to be proud of me. And this is not a shoot at my dad. My dad's a great person. Every caretaker or parent does usually, we're not talking abuse, the best that they can with the resources that they have, but that doesn't mean that they're perfect. And so I was acting out as a teenager. I remember like sneaking out to party and things like that. I remember I probably did want attention from my dad and for him to be proud of me, which he probably was, but I just didn't know. And so I've been carrying this for years, not knowing I'm projecting it by asking people to give me that validation that I can't give myself. So first thing I did, next day, feeling a bit shit, I'm talking to Jack. I like to promote that healthy relationship kind of thing where I'm like, hey babe, this is happening. I need to work on this. I'm going to do some journaling. And he's like, okay, cool. So yeah, this is not about you. This is what happened. This is how I feel. I need to work on this. That promotes healthy communication. That also shows him that I don't blame him when I have moods sometimes as well. Like, this is not about him. This is about me. It's always relationships or mirrors. It's always something about you that becomes a belief that you're then projecting on someone. So don't assume things about people. Careful about assumptions. And then I also want for him to feel safe if he has something that ever comes up for him to share with me, whether he needs my support or help with it, whatever it is, right? So from that, we've got a little journaling exercise to learn to self-validate. Number one, when this kind of stuff happens, the triggers or the messenger, the ache was my trigger, right? It was my message, my sign. Number one, step one, notice how you feel. I notice that I'm feeling depressed. Step two, find the context. That makes sense. I am someone with an anxious avoidant attachment style, and I often look for validation outside of myself, like my worth is outside of myself. So I've worked really hard on making sure that I feel worthy by myself. Step three, name your values. I value consistency, love, and respect, and so I want to focus on creating more of that for myself as opposed to looking for it externally or placing unrealistic expectations on people. Step four, normalize, look for social proof. I recognize that this search for external validation is very common, especially for women in our society, but not only. And finding self-worth and validation within ourselves first is almost an act of rebellion. Step five, take action. Reflect, how can I shift my behaviors and my emotions so that I'm living more in alignment with my values and so I feel better? Number one, celebrating myself daily. Gratitude journaling. This is right now a kind of voice journaling where I'm actually telling you out loud how I feel and I'm processing it as I'm talking about it. That's for people that don't like writing. I like writing, so I would usually start my day by writing what I'm grateful for and how I'm proud of myself for what I did the day before or what I did that day, if it's at nighttime, whatever it is. Two, dancing. Dancing helps you to release the emotions, energy, emotions stored in the body. So if you want to feel proud of yourself and you are proud, someone just told you they're proud of you, just feel it in your body. Put some like banging song on and just start dancing and feel it and be happy, because you should be proud of yourself first. It comes from within. Or like, how many times are we going to keep asking for more validation from outside? It means nothing as long as you don't feel it inside, right? Telling yourself you're proud of yourself, like in the mirror, then you're brushing your teeth, whatever it is, like in the morning. And finally, specifically asking your partner, because yes, Jack supports me and he shows me in his own way a lot of the time. And it's also okay if I need some extra boost of validation to be like, hey babe, do you have some time to listen to this? Can you support me right now? Or I need some support right now. And that is healthy. Not placing unhealthy, unrealistic expectations on your partner, but asking for support from time to time is part of healthy communication relationship. That is not his job to give me validation constantly. That is my job to give it to myself and realize that I was projecting and I have something within me that's coming out for me to heal right now. My relationship with how I am proud of myself, my worth, my hard work, that kind of stuff, probably linked with my dad. So yes, so now this is just a matter of doing and telling you, please take it easy on yourself. Go easy the next few weeks because Mercury retrograde lasts 3 weeks. So from the 9th of September onwards, it is going to be heavy. You might not feel it, but there will be things coming up most likely for you. Try and be present, try and be aware with what comes up. If you ever feel like you're angry, frustrated, wanting to throw a tantrum, like these are signs that your inner child, your inner teenager is actually angry from something on the past. It's usually has nothing to do with the present. It's something within us that is trying to tell us something. So pay attention and DM me, comment. I offer free introduction call if you want to work with me. I love to teach by example, by showing you how I do things, and that I'm also human and still processing some stuff. And I still have a lot of stories, but we pay attention to them and we heal them and we move on and we grow, because the nature of humans is to grow and evolve. And relationships are here to help us grow and evolve into better humans. So everything's connected, everything's energy. And I hope you have a great day. Let me help you if I can.